Someone bought the single fringes from me and asked me for how to fix it on the dress. So let's just go through how to fix individual fringes on the dress together.
I'm using red bead on black dress so that the color contrast will help you see what I'm doing more clearly. So this is how the threads came. So you just pull one side and you have it straight like this. So the next thing to do is to pick your needle. I'll suggest a beading needle, but any needle can really do it. Depends. I suggest a beading needle because the other big needle is thicker, so it can bore a hole, especially if you're using illusion mesh or something light. But if the material is thick, then you're good to go. But I'll still suggest a beading needle. Okay. Now the needle is in. There are two ways you can fix it. Let me show you. So after doing that, this is what it will look like. You just put the needle right into the dress and pick just a little bit of it. You know, that very tiny, like small enough, something like that. So I'll just bring it out and then drag off the thread. Now we have brought it out, the next thing is to tie, and this is the intricate part. So the same way we picked that one that at the beginning, that's the same way we'll pick the tiny portion of the dress. So as soon as the needle comes out, you just bring out the thread like we did the last time. But somehow, if you can see, the thing kind of almost tighten, so just put the needle inside and bring out the thread a little bit. So to tie it, we just put the thread into it. You don't even need to use the needle at this point. You can just put it inside like 2 to 3 times, or don't do it once, it might lose. 2 to 3 times is okay, depending on how thick the material you can use for, but since it's outside, use the maximum of 3. And now we've tied it. This is what it looks like, and I'll just cut it off. If you pull it, chances are that it won't fall off. But this thing I tied it in front, and that's because maybe the material is busy, the material has patterns, you can escape tying it outside. But if it's like a mesh or a plain fabric that you cannot afford for your thread to show outside, there is another way. So as usual, the same threading the needle pattern, and then right now we'll just put the needle into the dress. Then you pull out the thread from the back. Remember that excess thread, we'll just open it a little and just pull the other side out, so that's just the part that has the bead that goes in. So usually this is how I'll do it. I'll leave it like that, then I'll pick the next one and repeat the same process. It's not advisable to do too much. I do like maybe 5, so just put it inside, bring it out, and maybe do like 5, and then you now tie all the 5 once and do another set again, tie it once, because if you do too many, it may just tangle or something may just happen. These things are very funny, but because I'm just trying to show you, I'm going to work with just 2. So this is what both of them look like. So we'll now turn the back right now and tie. It's not very easy for me to tie it like this, but let me show you how to tie on another piece of fabric. Please bear with me. Okay, so I decided to use this piece of fabric to just show you how to tie. So normally, let's assume that the needle and the beads have come out from the back, and then we just bring it out like this. So let me just cut the thread out and show you something, just in case somebody around you wants to help you and they want to do this, warn them not to do it. So let me quickly bring out the second thread just to show you, how both of them can look, right? So now if you cut it that way and you open this thread and tie it, it will not stay. In fact, I've never finished tying it here when it just came off. And even if it stays, if you use your hand to pull it, it will, come off. So the best thing to do is that initial tying that I did, but make sure you pick very little. So you just twist it this way and twist it a second time. This time around is at the back, so you can do it maybe like 4 times to make sure it stays well, and you just pull, then use your hand to just smoothen it out, and that's all. So as you can see, if you pull it, it will not pull off. So thank you for watching my video. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.